Alright guys, it's your boy Ryan Thomas and today I'm going to be talking about owning a first generation Moto 360 in 2016. Now coming into this I was quite excited, and coming out of this I'm still quite excited as to what's going to happen. I've still got the watch on me right now, and I've like I said been reviewing it over the past week or so since I've had it, and I will confirm before I get into talking about it that it is compatible with iOS as well. I had this working on my iPhone 6s Plus and I was kind of expecting to compare it to the first generation Apple Watch, but unfortunately due to certain things that's probably not going to happen for a little while. So first I'm going to talk about the price. The price is, well, I paid £95 for mine. This is used in very good condition, like pretty much mint condition, for £100, which is really good actually. In the world of watches that's not that expensive, and for a smartwatch that's about average, so I kind of like that. £100 for a used Moto 360, and it feels brand new. Honestly, it feels like a brand new watch, which is awesome. Performance is good. There aren't any hang-ups. Well, I didn't experience any hang-ups, but there apparently are hang-ups for people and little crashes and little bugs, whereas for me it worked absolutely smoothly for the full week using it with iOS and Android, because I did switch during the time, and that's an issue. It requires you to have your watch on the charging base when you're transferring, or when you've disconnected and you want to reconnect to another device, which is a bit annoying. Even if it is fully charged, you still have to use the base, which is, like I said, a little bit annoying, but it works. So how good is it at being a watch then? Well, it tells the time really well, and because it's a screen, you do kind of use a gesture or you tap the screen to get the time, but you can have it on a mode that leaves the screen on but at a dim setting 100% of the time, and then when you tap the watch itself it will show you the time in like full brightness and everything, which kind of works. But as a watch, you can't just glance at it. You have to either use a gesture, or if you're in broad daylight, then that low brightness setting isn't really going to work very well. You're going to need to see it in full brightness. So I found the screen bright enough in daylight and it works absolutely fine, but it's just, you're going to have to, if you're used to having another kind of watch, tackle this from a different angle, because it's a screen, and so you kind of have to adapt to that instead of it being just a physical item there. Like I said, the syncing and the use with my phones worked absolutely fine on iOS and Android, and it was fairly painless to set up actually, with the notifications going straight to your watch and it kind of vibrates, which is awesome. It's also got a microphone built in, so you can use OK Google and kind of set reminders and things on your watch, which is awesome. And overall I found it a really good experience. If I were to have a watch, I'd probably get one of these over anything at the moment, but like I said, I've only tried this smartwatch. Owning a smartwatch on its own, I would recommend it because it is cool being able to get your notifications on here, and you can actually change your music, pause YouTube video, if you've got your phone in your bag and you've got kind of small pockets so you can't put your phone, you have your phone in your bag with some wireless headphones or something, and you can change your music on your watch, which is awesome, and it does work very well with that. The leather strap is awesome, and the unboxing experience is cool because it has a cradle. Instead of just charging with a cable, it has a cradle which you set the watch in, and then when you're charging it, it kind of turns into an alarm clock, like a digital clock, and it shows you with a little circle with the percentage of your battery, which is obviously going to show you how much you've recharged, and then it also shows you the time almost like a clock, which I really like, and I've kind of got used to it. It does charge quite quickly actually, so I wouldn't recommend charging it overnight because you are just going to wear out the battery. I would try charging it like any device, where you can kind of monitor when it gets to 100% and then immediately unplug it, because if it's at 100% and it keeps charging, you're eventually going to wear out the battery and it's going to discharge. It's a fashion statement, number one, and it's also a bit of a gimmick. I like the fitness tracking and the heart rate monitoring and everything. That's really cool because I do a decent amount of kind of active sport and stuff, but it's not, you have to activate it. It's not automatic. So if you're going for a walk and you want to track, how far you've walked in a day, you have to activate the walk and then go, and sometimes it will do it automatically and sometimes it doesn't. It's very hit or miss, and I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to buy it solely for that, because you kind of need to do that bit yourself, and that means your watch is, it's supposed to make your life easier, when really it's not making that much easier at all. In fact, it could make it a little bit harder because you're constantly looking at your watch and not focusing on what you're actually doing, which is a bit annoying. Everyone who's kind of looked at this watch, and all my friends, because I tried to get a little bit of a review, first look at from my friends, and they've all said, these are tech guys and they think that it's pretty awesome. It's got that flair, it looks smart, like it's a smart watch. It's not, like the name, it's not particularly overly like big or standoutish. It's just kind of a nice watch. From a distance you probably couldn't tell that it was a smartwatch, but it's actually an awesome little watch. So 10 out of 10 would recommend actually, 10 out of 10. Only thing with it is it hasn't got anything directly built in, and it kind of relies on your phone being there, which I mean is bound to happen. What would have been nice though, and I'm pretty sure it would have been difficult to implement, is a little headphone jack, so you can plug your headphones in, kind of coming up towards your neck. Having them up your sleeve or something would be quite cool. But then again, I don't know, just use wireless earbuds or wireless headphones. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really quick thank you for the 100,000 video views that we've got total and 600 subscribers. Check out, there's a link in the description to my friend Ewan's channel, who does a little bit of gaming and that, and I'll leave that in the description if you want to check out. Either way, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.